A man named Armin lived in a small coastal village where the sea was powerful and unpredictable. Armin believed that success in life came from controlling everything. He planned every moment of his day and tried to predict every possible problem. If the wind was strong, he refused to go outside. If clouds appeared, he cancelled his work. He believed control meant safety and power. One day Armin bought a small sailing boat. His dream was to cross the bay and reach a distant island where traders earned great money. Before leaving, he studied the wind charts, the tide patterns, and the sky. He calculated everything perfectly. Finally, he stepped into his boat and began his journey. At first the sea was calm and Armin felt proud. He held the steering rope tightly and said to himself, "I control this boat and this journey." But far from the shore, dark clouds began to gather. The wind grew stronger and waves started hitting the boat. Armin panicked. He tried to force the boat in the exact direction he had planned. He fought the wind with all his strength. The boat shook violently. Water splashed inside. The harder Armin tried to control the boat, the more unstable it became. Soon Armin was exhausted. His hands were shaking and his plan was completely useless. The storm did not care about his calculations. Suddenly another sailor appeared not far away. The old sailor's boat moved smoothly across the waves. Armin shouted, "How are you controlling the storm?" The old sailor laughed loudly. He replied, "I am not controlling the storm. I am using it." Armin was confused. The old sailor sailed closer and shouted again, "If you fight the wind, it will break you. If you learn its direction, it will carry you." Armin slowly loosened his grip on the rope. He watched how the wind pushed the sail. Instead of forcing the boat, he adjusted the sail with the wind. Something amazing happened. The boat stopped fighting the waves. The wind began pushing it forward. Armin realized something important. The storm had not become weaker. He had simply stopped fighting it. The boat started moving faster than before. The wind that scared him a few minutes ago was now helping him. Hours later the storm passed and the sea became calm again. Armin finally reached the island. When he stepped on the shore, he looked back at the sea and smiled. That day Armin understood a powerful truth. Many people believe life must be controlled. They try to force every event to match their plans. But life is like the ocean. The wind will always change. Storms will always come. Those who try to control everything become exhausted and frustrated. But those who learn to adapt, those who learn to adjust their sails, those who stop fighting every storm, they move forward faster than they ever imagined. Armin returned to his village a different man. When people asked him the secret of crossing the storm, he said, "The storm was never my enemy. My illusion of control was. And the moment I let go of control, the storm became my greatest power." Moral of the story: you cannot control every storm in life. But you can learn how to use the wind to move forward. Wave Sailboat.